Like, people who aren't from the valley think the valley is like some faraway galaxy, but it's really just one little mountain that divides it from Hollywood or downtown or whatnot. My mom was the one who chose the valley when it was time, when I was younger or whatever, and my dad was getting us a house. She just happened to choose that one in Northridge. My parents were never married. I don't remember like a official breakup. I was too young. I know they were together early on, probably my first year, maybe two. I have vague pictures, vague memories of like this one like studio apartment we used to live in and my dad being there. But I don't think he lived there at the time. I think that was like one of those times when they might have been trying to work it out. You know, he was just really focused on that stuff, and it's real hard to uphold a relationship in that type of circumstance. Now I can completely relate. So Uncle Dave was a big influence as far as my day-to-day male role model. When I signed up for like castle contests, he would drive me to all the contests. He would get a hotel room for me all out of his pocket. He was always real hands-on with my activities and stuff. So Uncle Dave, he was a big part of everything. Yeah, Uncle Dave was big time, big, played a big role. For that Christmas, it was 1996. That's when I got the bug. I saved up all my money I got for Christmas, and she took me over to the skate shop. I bought my board and everything, but she was just all good. She let me take over the backyard and skate back there all day, every day. She let me, you know, go hang out at the skate shop with the other skaters and learn from them. And she took me to the skate park when it opened. Just whatever, like any opportunity I saw, I would bring it to her and see if I can do it, and she always would let me go. So she was real supportive in that fact. At an early age, I already understood, like, nah, I want to like find a way to make my own path, you know. I don't want to grow up and realize like it was kind of just handed to me. I want to like be the pioneer of my own life. Only I understood where I was headed with it. Only I saw the actual vision in my head clear. And at that age, I couldn't really articulate it, you know. But probably when I started hitting 13 is when I was really like telling her all the time, watch, Mom, one day I'm gonna take care of you. One day I want to be a big name skateboarder. Watch, one day. When I make certain decisions in skateboarding, yeah, I consider the effect it's going to have on my career, this and that, but especially early on, it just was like I was good at listening to my instincts or like my gut feeling. Like when I decided to leave girl for plan B, which most people would say, you're on girl. Why would you ever go anywhere? It's girl. They're the best. Which I agree. They are one of the best and they are amazing, and it was an honor to be on girl. But I just had this desire. I wanted to be more than just a sponsored skater. I wanted to be big, and some people have a problem admitting that they want to be big or something more, or they want to be great or do great things, be a company owner. But you know what? I just embrace that. That's just how I am. We got this one chance to live. We're on this ball of dirt floating around in a big black abyss. Why can't I dream that big? Why can't I do that? And if I don't, then I don't. But at least I'm okay with dreaming it and admitting that I want to do those things. When I found out I was going to be a father, before she was born, it didn't really sink in on me during the pregnancy, until she was actually physically here. It sank in on me, and it was difficult because I spent my whole life only pursuing selfish things. I grew up in the house by myself, I was a single child growing up, so I always was doing what I wanted to do, go where I wanted to go. And then, by the time I had a child, I had been ingrained in pursuing goals that I wanted to do, always just what I want. So I'm naturally a selfish person. But when you have a child, that can't work. But you can use that energy and direct it to motivate you more. So when I had her, it clicked. As soon as I held her in my hand, it clicked. For me, I felt that a ray of light. I did feel that.
Somewhere, baby, it's part of me, apart from me. It ain't ways to hollow. You're in Milwaukee off your feet.
And I felt like certain instincts kicked in that I didn't think of before. Oh, you need a diaper change? Okay, yeah, for sure, whatever you need. Oh, you need a bottle? Yeah, whatever you need. But that isn't to say that there wasn't and still isn't certain times that I'm pursuing selfish things. It definitely happens, and I'd like to think I'm a good father, and I'd like to think every day I'm getting better at becoming a father. But I know that I'm gonna be involved in her life as much as I can, but I also know that I'm working towards things to secure her future, So it's a hard balance, because yes, I am pursuing these selfish endeavors, but they're now injected with her interest in mind too. huge dreams and desires. You know, I like the analogy I heard before. I forgot where I heard it, but if you shoot for the stars, you might land on the moon. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna shoot for the stars, and you know, I've already landed this far. So at this point, everything's extra credit. You know, so I want to buy my sister a big old house. I want to buy, you know, for her and her daughter. I want to buy, you know, my mother a big old house. My Uncle Dave for sure. So I have a ton of goals that I just want to see happen, and handing my mom the keys to a $1 million or more house is a dream of mine that I will see happen. As long as I'm alive, it'll happen. Same thing with my sister, uncle. You know, I just want to make all that happen.